Добрый день, Sergeant. Меня зовут Тополов. Генерал Тополов. Рад видеть, comrade. Your mission in the Ukraine is simple. Allied forces seek to challenge Soviet air supremacy. Right in our faces, they build MiG prototypes of their own. They test their new air fuel bomb. They test their chronosphere. The Govnyuks grow bold. There's got to be a settling of the score. Destroy the prototypes, but take the chronosphere. Purge the Ukraine of the Allied presence and the bastard behind the threat. Assassinate General Stavros, the Greek commander. До свидания. That is all.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir, at once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Of course. Very well. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Very well. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. At once. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. 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 At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Of course. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. 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 At once. Yes, sir. Of course. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting. Very well. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Forty minutes remaining.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Rebellions, revolution, betrayals. Our people, Colonel, are becoming more of a problem than our enemies. Now, there's a mission for you. Make our people love us or die. These papers will instruct you to crush one of our own towns into submission. Put down a faction of our own military that threatens us with biological warfare. To assassinate the spies in our midst. To annihilate an entire province. Men, women, and children who contest our Soviet might. They say, don't tell us what to do. So, we must kill them. This time, comrade, we drink.